sexy voice. I like a woman with a sexy voice. Oh yeah. Listen to this podcast. Crazy. Oh, I'm much more than that, bright boy. I'm much more.
Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. So carrying on with my month of horror, we have got a real special release here from StudioCanal. We have got Joe Dante's The Howling in this lovely collector's edition. Now, it's weird with this movie because around a month ago, myself and my fiance were looking for something to watch. I wanted to show her a horror movie that maybe she hadn't seen before. And I mentioned this movie, The Howling. And yes, she'd never seen it before, and I hadn't seen it in years. Yeah, even though I am a fan of it, it's just one of them movies that I just need a bit of time to pass before I actually watch it again, as much as I do love it. And yeah, so she'd never seen it before, so I was very excited to show it to her. And we knocked it on. She absolutely loved it, had a great time watching it. And of course, I wake up the next morning, I have an email from Zavi saying there's a collector's edition coming out in 4K. Unbelievable. If I knew that, I would have held off watching it until this remarkable release came out. And yes, the 4K transfer is quite brilliant, I have to admit. But we'll get into that in a second. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox this edition, and I'll show you everything that's actually inside it. And yeah, and then I'll share my thoughts on the transfer itself. So let's do that right now. Right folks, so here we go. This is the collector's edition of The Howling from StudioCanal. So anyone who's familiar with StudioCanal's collector's editions, you kind of know exactly what they're going to get with this release. It comes in this solid hard box, which is absolutely fantastic. They're continuing that, which is always a great thing. As you can see, there's a few features in this, a few new features with the likes of Inside the Career of Joe Dante. You've also got, oh gosh, Welcome to Werewolf Land, a few deleted scenes, outtakes as well. So there is a few new features in that, which is actually great to see. So yeah, that's the box itself. So I'll open it up and we'll show you the inside of it. So I will open her up, and we have, gosh, a few goodies here, which I'll show now in a second. I'm going to just show the discs off first. So there is your disc, and you've got The Howling with your 4K disc there. You've got your Blu Ray, and you've got this disc here. It's a DVD disc, and it's the Frankenstein Complex Creature Designers. So that's actually going to be great to watch. It's just a shame that it's actually on DVD. So I'll just take these discs out, and I'll just show you the back artwork behind these discs. Now that's them out there. So that is yeah, that's just our back artwork, and then I'm just going to flip her around, and then I'll show you the what's behind. So I do like the choice of artwork they used on it. And that red is actually quite, yeah, it's actually quite nice. So yeah, that's the discs themselves. So I will bring these on to, I have a poster here I'll show in the end because it's big enough. So this is the booklet, I guess. It's a shame they didn't put different artwork onto it. StudioCanal, but they have a history of actually doing that. But I do like the back artwork on it. So yeah, we'll run through this quickly. And again, that's about that disc that you get in it. So it's just your typical write-up about the movie. I have to admit, I had such a great time revisiting this movie, even though I only just watched it in September. It felt like I was watching it again for the first time because the 4K transfer was that good. So yeah, that's the booklet itself. And then up next we have got some postcards. And nice solid postcards as well. So that's one of Dee Wallace there you have. And another one there as well. I think there's around 5 of these all together. And yeah, I really do feel strong, I have to admit, quite brilliant. So yeah, that's I think it is 5 postcards, let me just check. Yeah, that is 5 postcards you get with it. So I will just quickly show you the poster itself. The poster is the paper is very, very strong on this, which is always nice to see. Right, so there we have the poster itself, and it would have been nice if they could put in maybe the original artwork for The Howling. It would have been just nice to see some sort of indication of that original artwork in any of this release, but unfortunately we didn't get it. But I have to admit, the newly commissioned artwork that they're using on this release looks absolutely stunning. So all in all, very, very happy with this release. So let's go jump back into my room and we'll have a chat about the 4K transfer of this movie. Right, so the transfer itself, I thought it was fantastic. I really, really enjoyed it. Definitely the best the film has ever looked. Now the only thing I'm going to say is you're going to have to curb your enthusiasm a little bit when it comes to this release, because even like on the previous Blu-ray, this film, I don't know what it was, it just always had this soft lens look to it. It always had a history of soft picture, and it does carry on a little bit over on this 4K release. Even the opening sequence when Dee Wallace is helping the cops try to capture the serial killer at the start of it, nearly the whole opening sequence is very, very soft. As a matter of fact, you're going to get really, really worried when you do watch it. But it's only around a 5-minute scene. I don't know what it is. It just looked very, very soft in my eyes. But then I feel that when she goes to the colony, to the countryside, this is where the transfer really, really kicks in. That opening, when they first get to the colony, where they're on that beach, the colours absolutely look extraordinary. The fire is so beautiful looking. The contrast between the blacks and that fire looks absolutely amazing. Yes, the black levels in this release look fantastic. Shadow detail again look amazing. Some of the kind of the facial textures in it can look soft at times. Some scenes are better than others. But again, that's all down to source material as well. Clothing and textures look absolutely incredible. It really is a great release. The colours are beautifully vibrant. The colours are the first thing, one of the things you're really going to notice with this release. The colours are a monster upgrade over the previous Blu-ray. So this is actually a HDR. There is no Dolby Vision on it either. So look, it's okay. It still looks absolutely extraordinary. You are going to love the colours in this. But like I said, there is a handful of scenes that do look incredibly soft, but it just can't be helped. The transformation scene in this looks even more grotesque now, because of again, I think with the HDR and the kind of the black levels, and even that shadow detail, it just kind of enhances that scene even more now, which is absolutely fantastic. And then when you see the scene after that transformation, when he got the acid thrown over him, his face looks absolutely grotesque. Amazing detail on it. The film has a 5.1 DTS audio on it, and it's adequate. It's not the most incredible sound you're ever going to hear, but it gets the job done, no question about it. The audio sounds a little thin sometimes, which is kind of a shame. That's the only problem I have with StudioCanal. They're big into this whole doing lovely collector's editions of 4K movies, but they haven't got into the whole Dolby Atmos or DTSX. They're just not buying into it for some strange reason, and I think this film really would have benefited from a Dolby Atmos soundtrack, but we just didn't get it. But look, it is fine. It's, like I said, it's not the most mind-blowing soundtrack you're ever going to hear, but it gets the job done, and I think that fans of this movie, you're absolutely going to love this release. So that is it, folks. I just wanted to get a quick review in there about this, my thoughts on this transfer. It is a great transfer. Now, if I was to pair this release up with this 4K transfer with American Werewolf in London, I still would put American Werewolf in London ahead when it comes to picture quality. This is an absolute stunning release. I'll leave a link in the description below if anyone wants to check out my review on this movie. But this one looks a hell of a lot better, I have to admit, than the Howling. But again, I think it all comes down to source material. So that is it, folks. That is it. So as per usual, if you did like this video, please do give us a thumbs up. And if you could leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought of this movie and what you thought of its transfer as well. And I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. So take care, folks out there. Stay safe. Bye bye.